Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your man, George Page, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, I want to talk about this. This is a subject that's serious and should be taken to heart, especially in our community, with the whole situation of the George Floyd and the Armin Arbery and the Breonna Taylor's incidents involving police shootings and the death of innocent black citizens. But this is a situation that really is kind of, you know, it's just, I'm gonna explain more here. This is one detective, Tanisha Pughsley. Now, Mr. Pugsley was a detective for the Montgomery, Alabama police department, and she was murdered about a week ago by her ex-boyfriend, um, Brandon Deshaun Webster. Now, let me tell you the story real quick here. Detective Tanisha Pughsley was killed at home by her former boyfriend, Brandon Deshaun Webster. Pughsley had been a member of the Montgomery, Alabama police force for from 2016 to today. Tanisha recently filed a restraining order against Webster. Now, the restraining order happened back in May of 22nd when he attacked her, hit her in the face while she's holding a 5-month-old baby. That was her godchild. Now, she was granted the order against her ex-boyfriend. The shooting happened Monday morning at her home. When paramedics arrived, she was pronounced dead on the scene. The accused, Brandon Webster, 24, has been charged with capital murder during the course of a burglary, attempted murder, and violating an order of protection. Webster is being held at Montgomery County Detention Center without bail. With his attempted murder charge, there is a $150,000 bail because of the attempted murder of Jeremy Terrell Walker. Now, he was a witness who saw um, Webster shoot Pugsley, and because of that, he tried to shoot him. Now, the mayor of Montgomery, Stephen Reed, made a statement that the community of Montgomery mourned the loss of Detective Tanisha Pughsley. She answered the call to serve, defend, and protect our city. We stand today with her family, friends, and colleagues. Pughsley was 27 years old, and at the time of her death, also a graduate of Alabama State University in Montgomery. Now, this is a young woman, I would say, and the guy who did this, he's a piece of trash. He's garbage. He's a piece of shit. This, like I said, there's, like my man Chris Turok said, there's black people and there's niggas, and this is a nigga right here. Look at his, his ugly ass beard. I mean, he killed a beautiful, young, inspiring woman. So much potential, has so much future. I mean, I was researching her. I looked at some pictures she has, that she had, and I think it's just not fair. What she just was a beautiful girl, 27 years old, you know, and she decided, when she graduated, when she graduated from Alabama University, she was studying law and studying law. I can see this. She made a detective, and with being becoming a detective, it takes time. Sometimes you could take a course, or I think you could take an exam for a detective exam, and or sometimes you can it takes time for you to get a promotion. You can start off as a third grade, and you get the second grade, and you get the first, and but she has so much potential. And we talked about this, how, where people talk about, well, black lives matter, but you don't talk about black on black crime. Right, right there. We do talk about black on black crime, but the problem is it don't get much attention compared when you see a story of like with George Floyd, or with Breonna Taylor, or Trayvon Martin, or Tamir Rice, where police shoot citizens. Fernando Castillo, as I said before again, who legally had the right to have a gun, who had a permit to have a gun, who know how to use it, because they don't give you those permits just for the hell of it. Not like when you give guys like Brandon Roof a gun, and he's not mentally stable. Like I said, this was a beautiful girl, a beautiful young girl, I mean, this was somebody. I have a niece around her age. You know, this was somebody's daughter, sister, you know, cousin, best friend. She was a godmother to a little baby. And you know what? And once we're gonna lose out on somebody who would never be a mother, a wife, a grandmother. I think, like I said, she went to the law, but you know what? I've seen many people who went into the police force and switched up and become lawyers. They go through the one side of the system and come out the other. I see her because of the stuff she's going through, being a victim of domestic violence. I can see her become a lawyer and defending women of domestic violence. It's not fair. Like I said, we got to talk about this. There was incidents a while back where in Chicago, right around 4th of July, several people were killed, and one of them was a little girl about 8 years old. Black people, let's take care of business in our community first. Then we take care of the other business with with police officers killing our citizens. We should take care of. Let's clean our house first before we clean anybody else's house. Right now, I don't know if anything's going to change, especially with the whole, we all these protests and anything like that. I don't know. It's not going to change under the administration we're under now, which is the Orange Cheeto man. He don't care. And I don't know why any black people support him. I don't know why you do. Because you're not mentally right. Like those two chicks, Diamond Silk or Omarosa. I mean, Ben Carson. And this is sad about, I'm saying this again. You are a doctor. A doctor. But you decide to become the secretary over HUD, where you should have been the Surgeon General. Yana could be missed by her families, her friends, her colleagues. And this piece of garbage, man, you're going to prison. Now I know that you killed a cop, but you killed a black woman, and it's hard for She has three strikes against her. She's a black woman. She's a female. She's black, and she's a police officer. You're gonna have problems. You're gonna be having problems, brother. I'm gonna tell you straight up. You're gonna have problems because you be in a place where guys who, hey, you killed a sister, and then you're gonna be around, correction officers. You killed a cop. You can't. You're not gonna be safe even if they put you in segregated protection, or even you put you in gen pop. You're not gonna be safe. I know Georgia. I mean, I know Alabama's one of the states that still have the death penalty. I don't wish ill will on any man, but you know what? I do wish ill will on you. That's the thing with the guys like this. That's the thing with guys like this. It's not like he can't be happy that he had a beautiful, strong woman. And she was older than him. He was 24, she was 27. I know it's a 3-year difference, but sometimes it's the difference between maturity. He was probably do nothing niggas. Didn't have anything. And was jealous that she has a life, she has things, she had a future. He took away her future. So let's take away his. Maybe life in prison would be good enough, but I think, I hate to sound like I want vengeance, but that's how I feel. I want vengeance. I want his head on a platter. I want him strung up. I know it's now that the federal it's illegal to lynch somebody, but maybe it's time to bring back hanging for some people like him. And make an example of all men who do this. Like I said, I was raised by my mother and had 3 sisters. And there's nothing I would do to a woman. Yes, a woman will make you mad sometimes, but you know what? You can walk away. Be a better man. But this problem is, he can't be a better man. He's jealous of what his woman could accomplish in life. That's a sad thing. A man should never be jealous of a female. Like I said, my mother been through domestic violence with my father, and my older sister had. I remember watching this old movie with this cowboy saying, like, only thing he want to hit a woman with is between his legs. That's the only thing a man should hit a woman with, never with his fists. We use the thing between your legs, you both get something out of it. I don't know what guys get out of beating a woman. It's just something I never will understand. Because I'm a man. And even though a woman can make you mad, get you frustrated, it's not worth beating on her, hurting her. And especially she was holding a child too at the time. People, when enough's gonna be enough. Like I said, where are the Jesse Jacksons? Where's the Al Sharptons? Where are the rest of these, pro-black leaders supposed to march for her too? It doesn't matter what her job is. That she was a police officer. Her job was to serve and protect, and she followed the call. It takes a lot of heart for somebody to do that. A lot of heart. I couldn't do it myself. I couldn't go out there risk my life with people I didn't know, strangers. I believe in that. If you're not my blood or my kin, I'm not going to risk my life for you. But you know what she did? It's sad that she has to go. And so much potential lost. Rest in peace, Tanisha, Detective Pugsley. And you, Brandon Webster, go to hell. This is your man George Page. Like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out.